You are sitting alone in a dark cave. No phone, no music, no one to talk to, just the sound of wind outside and a fire slowly dying in front of you. The people you love are gone. The hunt failed. Winter is coming and there is nothing you can do about it. Now ask yourself, what would that feel like? Because here's the thing, ancient humans felt it too. And today, we're going to talk about something nobody really thinks about when they imagine cavemen running around hunting mammoths. We're going to talk about their mind, their emotions, their pain. Did ancient humans ever get depressed? The answer is going to completely change how you see yourself. Let's go back, way back, around 300,000 years ago. Early Homo sapiens are scattered across Africa in small groups of maybe 20 to 50 people. There are no cities, no doctors, no therapists, no concept of a weekend. Every single day is about one thing, survival. Now, most people assume that because life was simpler back then, the mind was simpler too, like ancient humans were just walking around grunting and thinking about food. But that is completely wrong. The human brain 300,000 years ago was almost identical to the brain you're using right now to watch this video. Same neurons, same emotional circuitry, same capacity to feel joy, grief, loneliness, and hopelessness. Which means everything you feel, they felt too. Here's where it gets really interesting. Archaeologists in 2023 discovered a burial site in Kenya dating back 78,000 years. Inside was a small child carefully buried in a sleeping position, with their head resting on a pillow made of vegetation. Someone arranged that child deliberately. Someone was in so much pain from losing that child that they took time out of their brutal survival-focused day to make sure that child was comfortable, even in death. That's grief. Raw, deep, human grief. And grief is one of the oldest doorways into depression. Now think about what loss actually looked like for an ancient human. When someone in your group of 30 people died, it was not like losing one person out of billions. It was losing 3% of your entire world, your entire support system, your protection, your food source, your companion. Imagine waking up tomorrow and 3% of everything you have ever known is just gone. Scientists who study evolutionary psychology have a term for this. They call it the mismatch theory. The idea that our brains evolved for small, tight-knit communities. And when those communities got disrupted, our brains responded with exactly what we now call depression. Low energy, withdrawal, loss of motivation, hopelessness. Because here's the brutal truth. Depression was not a glitch. It was actually a survival mechanism. When an ancient human lost their group or got injured or failed repeatedly at hunting, the brain would force them to slow down, stop wasting energy, withdraw, and conserve. It was the brain saying, stop, regroup. You cannot afford to keep going like this. Sound familiar? But here's where it gets dark. Because unlike you, ancient humans had no way out of the spiral. There were no antidepressants, no therapy, no way to talk to someone outside your small group. If your entire group was starving or grieving, there was literally nobody around you who was okay. Everybody was in the same darkness together. Imagine sitting in that cave, fire dying, belly empty. The person who used to sit next to you is gone, and every single person around you looks exactly as broken as you feel. Researchers believe that seasonal depression, in particular, was absolutely brutal for ancient humans. During winter months in colder regions, sunlight dropped dramatically. Food became scarce, movement became limited, and the brain, which needs sunlight and activity and social connection to function properly, would have started breaking down. Some anthropologists believe that cave art itself may be evidence of this, not just storytelling or religion, but a way for ancient humans to cope, to express something they had no words for, to put their internal chaos onto a wall and make it real and visible. That's not so different from journaling or therapy or making a YouTube video about your feelings. And this is where everything flips. Because when you look at the archaeological record, something extraordinary shows up. Ancient humans took care of each other.
They buried their dead with flowers. They carried their elderly members who couldn't keep up. They fed people who couldn't feed themselves. A 45,000-year-old Neanderthal skeleton found in Iraq showed signs of severe disability that the individual had lived with for years, which means people around him kept him alive on purpose. In a world where every calorie mattered, they chose compassion anyway. Depression was real, but so was the response to it. Here's the perspective shift that I want to leave you with. You live in the most comfortable period in human history. More food, more medicine, more connection than any human who ever lived before you. And yet, depression rates have never been higher, because the brain that ancient humans used to survive a dark winter in a cave is the exact same brain you're using to scroll through social media at 2 a.m., feeling completely alone in a world of 8 billion people. The pain is not new, it's ancient, it's wired into you. But so is the instinct to sit next to someone in the bark and refuse to let them face it alone. That's the most human thing there is. If you want to see more videos like this one, make sure you subscribe, because next time we're going to ask something even more unsettling. What did ancient humans actually think about death? And the answer is nothing like you would expect.